Can you feel it, NBA fans? That familiar, almost unsettling tremor in the basketball world? Just when you think you got a handle on the offseason, just when you start to settle into the quiet hum of draft picks and free agency rumors, a bombshell drops, and suddenly, everything you thought you knew is up in the air. We're talking about LeBron James. Of course, the man who has defied time, expectations, and logic for over 2 decades. But this time, it feels different. Are we truly on the cusp of witnessing the unthinkable? Is the king, after all these years, after bringing a championship back to Hollywood, about to embark on one final, audacious quest for glory, leaving the purple and gold behind? Get ready, because the behind-the-scenes details are emerging and the very fabric of the league might be about to unravel. This isn't just a rumor. It's a seismic shift, and we're here to break down the top 5 destinations for the greatest player of his generation. For over 20 years, LeBron James has been the undisputed epicenter of the NBA universe. His every move, every decision, every cryptic social media post sends ripples, if not tsunamis, through the league. This offseason is no different, perhaps even more so. The initial shockwave came when James picked up his gargantuan $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season, instead of opting out and potentially signing a new, long-term deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. On the surface, this might seem like a commitment, a sign of stability. But as always with LeBron, the layers run deeper, and the implications are far more complex. Many astute observers immediately speculated that this move wasn't about staying. It was about facilitating a departure. Picking up the option makes him a tradable asset, a strategic maneuver that opens up possibilities that simply wouldn't exist if he had opted out. It's a chess move played by a master. And then the quotes began to surface, adding fuel to the already raging fire. Rich Paul, LeBron's longtime agent and confidant, delivered a statement that sent shivers down the spines of Lakers fans and set the league ablaze. LeBron wants to compete for a championship, Paul declared. He knows the Lakers are building for future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeannie, Buss, and Rob Pelinka, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count, and the Lakers understand that, are supportive, and want what's best for him. This isn't just a polite statement. It's a clear, unequivocal message. Whether the leverage play to pressure the Lakers into an all-in move or a genuine prelude to a trade, the message is clear. LeBron's priority is winning now, and he's willing to explore all avenues to achieve it. His 2024-25 stats: 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, 8.2 assists, 51.3% of G, 37.6% 3FG, prove he's still operating at an elite level, a force capable of leading a contender. The plot thickened even further with a bombshell report from ESPN's Brian Windhorst and Ramona Shelburne. They revealed that James had a difficult time adjusting to the fact that the Lakers were turning their focus to younger superstar Luka Doncic, who they acquired mid-season from the Dallas Mavericks, in arguably the most shocking trade in NBA history. This detail is crucial. It paints a picture of potential rift, a philosophical divergence between the aging legend and a franchise looking to secure its next decade of dominance. Could this, coupled with Paul's statement, truly spell the end of LeBron's illustrious time in Hollywood? The possibility is no longer a distant fantasy. It's a tangible reality. The question now isn't if he could be traded, but where he could land. Here at GivenSport, we meticulously analyze the landscape, the team needs, the cap situations, and the narrative fits to bring you our definitive list of the top 5 trade destinations for LeBron James this offseason. Number 5, New York Knicks. Oh, the bright lights of Broadway. Can you imagine LeBron James, the ultimate showman, gracing the hallowed hardwood of Madison Square Garden on a nightly basis? It feels like the perfect personality for the greatest stage in sports. James has continuously expressed his profound love and appreciation for the Big Apple, even famously referring to MSG as his favorite playground in a 2017 Instagram post. A trade between the Lakers and the New York Knicks, centered around LeBron, wouldn't just rock the league. It would send shockwaves through the entire sports world, instantly catapulting the Knicks into the conversation as a favorite to win the NBA title in 2026. New York was just 2 wins away from making it back to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999, a heartbreakingly close call. James might just be the singular piece, the ultimate closer, to get them over that elusive hump. The Knicks would, of course, have to make significant sacrifices, likely parting ways with foundational pieces like OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson to make the money and assets work. While the thought of LeBron in orange and blue is undeniably tantalizing, a deal for an aging superstar might not be worth the cost for a balanced roster that is already just a piece away from an elusive championship. It's a high-risk, high-reward proposition, but one that would electrify the league. Number 4, Dallas Mavericks, the irony. Oh, the delicious irony. Just months after the Lakers swung a blockbuster trade to acquire Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks, could we actually witness LeBron James abandoning Luka in Los Angeles to join his former team? It's a narrative twist straight out of a Hollywood script. In Dallas, LeBron would reunite with 2 of his most cherished former teammates, both of whom he's won NBA titles with. Anthony Davis, who was a centerpiece in return for Doncic, and Kyrie Irving. Imagine that new big 3, potentially complemented by the sharp shooting of Klay Thompson, forming a formidable contender in the Western Conference. But there's an even sweeter sweetener. Dallas just selected the elite prospect Cooper Flagg with the first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. Flagg is an uber-talented forward projected to be an immediate difference maker as a rookie. What better player to learn from, to absorb wisdom and championship habits from, than King James himself? The Mavericks could potentially keep their core intact in such a trade, sending valuable rotation pieces like Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington to Los Angeles to make the money work. This scenario offers both immediate contention and a fascinating mentorship opportunity, a true passing of the torch. Number 3, San Antonio Spurs. Don't sleep on the San Antonio Spurs. They should be considered a legitimate dark horse destination for LeBron. While the Spurs admittedly lack the glitz and glamour of big markets like New York and Los Angeles, they boast an incredibly intriguing roster brimming with promising young talent, punctuated by the generational phenom, Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio has already shown a clear desire to accelerate its roster building, having aggressively pursued Kevin Durant, who ultimately landed with state rivals, the Houston Rockets. But LeBron could be an even more impactful fit alongside Wembanyama, who has been openly looking for a high-level creator to get him the ball in optimal scoring positions since he entered the league in 2023. Beyond Wembanyama, James could also serve as an invaluable mentor to other top prospects like Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle, guiding them through the rigors of the NBA. The Spurs would likely have to part with key pieces such as Devin Vassell and Jeremy Sochan, among others, to make the trade work financially and asset-wise. However, the opportunity to play with arguably the best young talent since himself, and to potentially usher in a new dynasty in San Antonio, could be an offer too good for LeBron to pass up. Number 2, Cleveland Cavaliers A homecoming is always on card for LeBron James, and perhaps the most poetic of all. James has had 2 iconic stints with the Cleveland Cavaliers, the team that drafted him, leading them to 5 NBA Finals appearances and delivering their first ever championship in 2016, a moment etched forever in sports history. A return home for the Akron, Ohio native will be nothing short of a fairy tale ending to an iconic career. Even better, with a potentially weakened Eastern Conference next year, who's to say James couldn't deliver another title for the Cavs before he sails off into the sunset? The price, of course, would be steep. Cleveland is well over the salary cap and deep into the second apron, meaning they would have to move significant salary. This would likely involve at least Darius Garland, Jarrett Allen, and DeAndre Hunter, and almost certainly require a third team to facilitate the complex trade. Still, a potential big 3 of James, Donovan Mitchell, and Evan Mobley could very well be enough to carry Cleveland back to their first NBA Finals since LeBron's departure in 2018. The narrative writes itself. An emotional pull would be immense. Number 1, Golden State Warriors. This is the one that NBA fans, and even LeBron himself, have long dreamed of, seeing James team up with Golden State Warriors superstar guard Stephen Curry. The two longtime rivals faced off in an unprecedented four-straight NBA Finals, with Curry and the Warriors ultimately prevailing on 3 occasions. Despite the legendary battles and intense competition over the years, James and Curry share profound mutual respect and a genuinely great relationship. They cherish the opportunity to play on the same team when they suited up for Team USA at the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, where they led the United States to a gold medal. Could an NBA union between these two transcending hoopers truly be on the cards? The trade itself might not be as complicated as some others, with Jimmy Butler likely being the centerpiece in the deal to make the salaries align. James would join Curry and Draymond Green in the Bay Area, complemented by a handful of strong depth pieces in Buddy Hield, Brandon Podziemski, and Moses Moody. What a treat it would be to watch James and Curry chase one final ring together, closing out one of the most memorable and impactful eras in NBA history with shared triumph. It's the ultimate fantasy, a fitting crescendo for two legends. So, Lakers Nation and NBA fans everywhere, what do you make of these potential landing spots for LeBron James? Which destination makes the most sense, both on paper and in your heart? Is there a dark horse we missed, or a scenario you believe is even more likely? The future of the league hangs in the balance, and every comment, every thought, every prediction adds to the unfolding drama. So don't be shy. Let us know your take in the comment section below. And if you found this breakdown insightful, if you're as captivated by this unfolding saga as we are, then please do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for all the breaking news, in-depth analysis, and passionate takes on the NBA. Let's keep this conversation roaring.